Imagine a company making millions of dollars every single day. A business so successful that it reaches billions in revenue. And yet, the number of people working there is just 2. No massive office, no crowded workspace, no hundreds or thousands of employees rushing to meet deadlines. Just 2 individuals, an artificial intelligence doing almost everything else. At first, this sounds impossible, almost like something from a futuristic movie. But this is not fiction. This is a real story. Matthew Gallagher didn't come from a privileged background. His early life was far from what we imagine when we think about successful entrepreneurs. He spent much of his childhood moving between motels, living around uncertainty, without stability or luxury. There was no clear path, no strong academic foundation, and no elite education guiding him toward success. In fact, he didn't even complete his graduation. Like many people chasing a dream, Matthew moved to Los Angeles. But his dream wasn't business. It was acting. He wanted to become someone in the entertainment industry, to build a name for himself on screen. However, reality had different plans. The journey wasn't easy, and success didn't come the way he expected. Years passed, and like many others, he found himself at a crossroads. Continue chasing something uncertain, or change direction completely. In 2024, Matthew made a decision that would change his life forever. He decided to build something of his own. Not with millions of dollars. Not with investors backing him. Not with a team of experts. All he had was around $20,000 and access to artificial intelligence tools. At that time, AI tools like ChatGPT and other systems had started becoming more powerful and accessible. Most people were using them for small tasks, writing content, answering questions, maybe helping with basic coding. But Matthew saw something different. He didn't see AI as a tool. He saw it as a workforce. Instead of hiring employees, he started using AI to build his company from the ground up. He created a telehealth startup called Medvi. The idea itself wasn't new. Telehealth companies already existed. They connected patients with healthcare services through digital platforms. But what made Medvi different was not the idea. It was how the entire company was built and operated. Instead of assembling a large development team, Matthew used AI to write code. Instead of hiring marketing experts, he used AI to generate advertisements. Instead of building a customer support department, AI handled user interactions. It responded to customers, managed queries, and improved responses over time. Even decision-making processes, things that usually require experienced managers, were supported by AI systems analyzing data in real time. Slowly, piece by piece, a company started to form. Not through traditional methods, but through automation. At first, it probably didn't seem like something that would compete with major companies. After all, how could a business with almost no employees stand against organizations with thousands of workers? But then, something unexpected happened. The company began to grow. Not slowly, but rapidly. Within months, Medvi started gaining traction. More users joined the platform. More systems became optimized. AI continued learning, improving its efficiency, refining its responses, and making smarter decisions. What would normally take years for a traditional company started happening in a fraction of the time. And then came the moment that changed everything. In just 14 months, Medvi went from zero to generating approximately $1.8 billion in revenue. That number is difficult to even process. A company built with minimal human involvement, reaching the same level as major corporations. To understand how extraordinary this is, consider this. There are other telehealth companies in the market with over 2,000 employees, working across departments, managing operations, handling customers, building systems, and maintaining growth. And yet, their revenue is in the same range. Thousands of people versus just 2. Because Matthew wasn't completely alone. The only other human working with him was his brother, Elliot. No board of directors. No layers of management. No complex corporate structure. Just 2 people, overseeing a system largely powered by artificial intelligence. And perhaps the most surprising part of all is ownership. Matthew retained full control of the company. 100% ownership. No investors influencing decisions. No external pressure. No shared authority. Everything was his. But this story is not just about success. It's about what this success represents. Because Medvi is not just a company. It is a signal. A glimpse into a future that is already starting to unfold. A future where businesses no longer depend on large human teams. A future where AI replaces roles that once required years of training and experience. A future where one person, or two, can build something that once required thousands. And that leads to a deeper question. If AI can handle coding, marketing, customer service, data analysis, and even decision-making, then what happens to human jobs? What happens to the traditional structure of companies? What happens to the millions of people whose roles can be automated? Because this shift doesn't happen overnight, but once it begins, it moves fast. Faster than most people expect. We are already seeing early signs. Automation in industries. AI-generated content. Systems that learn, adapt, and improve without constant human input. And the more these systems evolve, the more capable they become. Which brings us back to the core idea of this story. A company run by two humans, generating millions every day. Not because they worked harder than everyone else, not because they had more resources, but because they used something differently. Artificial intelligence. The question is no longer whether AI will change the world. It already is. The real question is, how far will it go? Will it remain a tool that helps humans? Or will it become something that replaces them in ways we never imagined? Because if one person can build a billion-dollar company with AI today, then tomorrow, there might be thousands more doing the same. And in that world, the definition of work, success, and even human value may change forever. For more powerful AI stories, keep watching Unknown AI World. And don't forget to subscribe Unknown AI World, because the future is already here.